Hi, thanks so much for volunteering with us. This training will offer some insight about experiences you might have at VOA Utah's Youth Resource Center. We hope to expand your awareness as we work together to serve and empower our young clients. The YRC is a drop-in resource center by day and an emergency shelter by night for clients aged 15 to 22. Throughout the day, our clients can come here to get their basic needs met. That's food, protection from the weather, showers, laundry, and access to case managers and others who can help them be successful and improve their circumstances. We have room for 30 youth to stay overnight, but we could see up to 50 or more throughout the day. The YRC is called a low barrier shelter, which means we accept people where they are, making sure everyone is welcome regardless of their race, ethnicity, language, sexual orientation, abilities or disabilities, gender identity, background, religion, and everything in between. Our staff meets clients where they're at, finding the best ways to serve them as we continue to learn about their needs and circumstances. As you get to know our diverse clients, you might encounter or witness some things that might not make sense right away. Keep an open mind as we take a closer look at things you might experience. There are a lot of stigmas around homelessness. A lot of people are especially curious about at-risk youth. The best thing to remember is that we're only ever seeing the tip of the iceberg. Below the surface, every client has life experiences that have shaped who they are and led them to where they are today. Homelessness is traumatic in and of itself and carries countless risks. Clients often face intense, vulnerable situations like extreme weather, intense hunger, lack of family support, and more. So you can imagine the lengths they might have to go to just to survive. And trauma manifests in many ways. Here are some things you may encounter when interacting with our youth. Clients might have complicated relationships with food. We don't always know when they ate their last meal. Or are they feeling well? Does the meal remind them of something unsafe? Do they have a complicated relationship with their body or eating? Here's what you can do. As you briefly talk with clients while serving food, take care in how you communicate. Avoid statements that can be triggering. Oh, you're back for more? Wow, you must be hungry. Oh, that's all? Don't you want vegetables? Oh, here, looks like you need double. Be supportive without making judgments about their approach to meals. Be attentive about allergies or meat restrictions. Staff will support you with specific dietary needs. At the YRC, you might see a dysregulated person. Their behavior could include shouting, making inappropriate comments, physical aggression, and more. Without proper training or access to personal information, you can't know if a client is under the influence of substances, exhibiting side effects from medication, going through withdrawals, or something else. Their sleep may have been disturbed, or they might not even feel safe or comfortable in a shelter environment. They may be experiencing psychosis, depression, or even suicidal ideation. At the YRC, our staff and security has policies and procedures to address these things. The best thing you can do is stay calm and be consistent with your support. Should you ever feel overly uncomfortable or unsure about what to do, please address it right away with a staff member. While you might feel in some way responsible, please let our staff manage all suspicious or unusual behavior. We promise to do all we can to keep our clients and you, our volunteers, safe. Youth may exercise poor hygiene. They might dress in ways that seem unusual to you. You might feel an urge to step in and offer advice or educate them on what you think could improve their situation. Please trust that our staff is working with them. The best approach for you is to continue interacting with them as you would anyone else, refraining from making any judgments. Now let's talk about cultural awareness. Because we welcome everyone, we need volunteers who are accepting, open-minded, and non-judgmental when it comes to race, ethnicity, gender identity, ability, styles, habits, and more. You won't know much about how they were raised, or how they've been influenced by their peers, or how trauma manifests in their lives. Remember, you are guests in their space, and even though they may say or do things that don't make sense to you, we practice respect toward all. All of us, including volunteers, are expected to use inclusive language. There is a spectrum of identities we encounter. Be respectful of names and pronouns when asked. We recommend using neutral verbiage in general, unless otherwise asked. Instead of using he or she, use they. About half of our clients identify as LGBTQIA+, and our shelter may be the only place where they can openly express that part of their identity. It could even be the reason they had to leave their home. We honor all walks of life here. You also get to meet clients who speak a foreign language. Some youth haven't been in the United States for very long, including refugees fleeing from danger and violence. Not only do they face the challenges of being homeless, but so much is foreign to them in general, including food, communication patterns, customs, and more. Practice empathy and respect. Pay attention to nonverbal communication. Facial expressions, tics, and other things could be due to medical or psychological conditions, or a trauma response, a safety mechanism, or something more attitudinal or circumstantial. If you encounter something that causes discomfort, we ask that you reach out to a staff member for help or advice. Remember, it's okay to not fully understand or agree with clients as long as you give them the space to exist and learn and heal and grow in their own authenticity. These young people are often met with rejection, uncertainty, and judgment. We have the opportunity here to simply make space for whoever they need to be in order to keep going for another day. It's a profound thing to see someone suffering and feel the desire to help. The best thing we can do is lean in with compassion, honoring their unique experience while providing them a safe space to build trust. We hope this short training helped you better understand the complexities of homelessness and the experiences of at-risk youth and unsheltered youth. Know that by showing up as your authentic self, you make a big difference. Your intentional thoughtfulness and care is greatly needed as we work to uplift and support each other. Thank you for volunteering at the YRC.